send you the log files. Or if you do me a favor in the next class, if you can find out the log file from somewhere, keep it handy. But in case I cannot, send you that my log files, so keep it handy, and so that at least you'll have something to work with. Okay.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yesterday you said about the extent logs files and exceptional log files.
Yes. Yes.
And in exceptional log files, we have nearly 28 lines like that.
Yes. This is the one.
Can I know the difference between exceptional log files and extent log files?
Exception log file and which log
Yeah,
file?
event log files, event logs.
Event log files. Event log. Everything is event log. Which event log are you talking about? Oh,
Oh,
I
you
just
now.
I showed you the access log. Yeah, are you talking about this log file?
No, no. Now what you shown is exceptional log files, right?
This is the exception log file. Yes. Exception stat is
Uh,
there. You see the whole stat?
yeah. You said that this is the event log file also, right?
No. Event. There is nothing called event log file. Everything is event log file. As long as you have an event, everything that you do is event. Even this one, the one you see on the screen, the exception, that is also an event. But
Okay, okay,
that
okay,
something has happened. So simply consider as something has happened. Okay. So
okay.
in this, the highlighted part, one error has happened. In this, the highlighted part, somebody has tried to log in. Okay, some login attempt has happened. So that is everything is an event. Every word that you do, that is an event. Be it an exception, be it anything, still an event, right? So there is nothing called event log unless you specifically name it. So log can be anything, right? So in your web middleware system, you have middleware log. If you're using web server, you'll have this access log. If you're testing something, you'll have this exception log. And in this screen, you can see my PPT, right? So in that screen, you have the auto processing log. That is the very first example that I gave you during the demo. You know, there's an auto processing log, there's a middleware error log, there's a IVR log, there's a future log. So all these are related. But now, logs are different. All of them are even logs. Here in order processing, somebody placed an order, so it will become order processing even log. Middleware, okay. Middleware got some request from one of the servers. Okay, it became one event log for that. Somebody called IVR and IVR found out IVR logged the log call leader, so it became an event log. Everything is an event log. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm. So anybody has any question understanding the log files? Because this is important. So anybody has any question? No. No, actually not that. Exception. How many of you have any basic idea? Oh, you said you do not know programming, right? None of you. Okay. So yeah, then it's a good question. So, uh, you know what? Give me a moment. Let me think. How can I explain it? So in Java or in any program, right? Whenever you face any problem, so for example, you used one syntax that is not valid, or you performed any operation in Java in any program that is not valid, uh, that is not giving an expected results. So that may lead to an error. In Java, errors there are two things for errors and exception. Errors are not recoverable, but exceptions are recoverable. So in your application, if you encounter errors, you may you may face issues, but you may not avoid it, right? But in exception, even if sometimes it is manageable because even if you face issues, you can still able to continue. but in case of error, you may not be able to continue. So that is there is some other definition as well. I'm just giving you the very basic definition of the definition and the difference between exception and error. So an error, when an error encounters, uh, actually in both cases, exception and error, you see this type of stack, whatever you're saying right now, and it will tell you where it originated from. It may originate from one class file, but it will tell you which all class files are affected for this. So if you see here, we could not, the system could not find the URL here, the path, right? But it started with this one. But if you look at the stack, it impacted all the other classes as well. Look at this, all the other classes up till here, and then it went to some other system where it could not find the class name. Probably it's a third-party system or something, right? It's a Java internal class. It could not find the class name. So so that is it. So this is a basically error, and it's a stack. It's called a stack. You see one all the errors have been stacked one on another. It doesn't mean that it's a new error. It is of course related to these errors, but it has propagated from propagation. Yeah, propagation is the right word. Propagated from this word, this class file up till this point or this point. Although we do not know which class file it is impacted, but still, at least we know that these all class files are impacted due to this error starting from this file. So this is the exception stack in Java or in most of the programming languages, right? So exception means something you are expecting something but you don't see that. That is exception. Exception and error are different in terms of programming, but here we'll call them same. So for them, it's an error log or exception log. Doesn't matter what you call it. So it's just a log file in another day. Clear? Hello? Is it clear? Okay. Because you need to let me know. Otherwise, I don't know if you're getting the point, right? If you still have confusion, I don't like that because I need to have you clear these concepts. And yeah, right. And now that you are not from the programming background, I would expect much questions from you. Uh, in case you are thinking that you are asking too many questions, so don't hesitate because at the end of the day, you need to know this. Because I have the I go back and search and then come back to you guys. So you need to consider the concept, okay?
Can you again explain in brief?
Sure, why not?
Thank
So
you.
this is just uh, okay. I'd say just consider this log file or this highlighted, let me highlight it to you. This one, just consider this as an exception log or as a log or as an activity that was expecting something but did not get. Okay? So this exception log was expecting something to be happened, but then it did not happen. And then some of the class files are impacted for this. In Java, some of the files, forget about class files. In Java, there are things called class files. So, so due to this issue, some of the files are impacted, and we are seeing the error log. So the Java has a mechanism where it can log all the impacted classes together using a stack. So this is stacked. So stack means this file was first impacted. Then it impacts this file, and this file is being called from the 795th line of this file. And again, this do include method is called from uh, 751 or 51st line of the same file. And then this do include method is again called from the 35th line of the class application listener, and the method is on request. So that is how it goes. So similarly, this invoke method of standard engine value is called from the service method of priority editor.